first is that detection speed is everything. So what do we do with this information? Well, if you're listening to our podcast, you're probably already in a leadership role that's tied to resilience or security or crisis management. So I'll offer you 3 strategic takeaways from the reports. The first is that detection speed is everything. You need to be able to detect, contain, and respond to intrusions within 60 minutes or faster, because that's how quickly that they're moving. That means tuning your tools, practicing response, and testing your containment protocols regularly. The second is that your new perimeter is really identity. If you're not investing in strong identity access management, MFA enforcement, and behavioral analytics, you're leaving your door wide open. And these are gaps that you should close. And third is that you need to think about generative AI as a new threat vector to address. You need policies and playbooks and controls for the use of AI internally and externally. You should treat it like shadow IT, because the adversary is already using these tools as a weapon. The 2025 CrowdStrike Global Threat Report is a clear signal. The enemy is faster, smarter, and more capable, but we're not powerless. By ensuring that you're aligning resilience with security, testing what matters, and preparing for AI-enabled threats, you can shift from reactive defense to proactive readiness.